My name is Larry Young, and I'm 21 years old. Being a college student, I dedicate my time to studying and working part-time. Of course, I also make time to hang out with my friends, but right now, my job is the most fun. That's because I love driving, and I chose a delivery job for that reason. While I always prioritize safety when I'm behind the wheel, I still enjoy it. Though one day, that enjoyment was shattered in an instant. I stepped out of the car after a big shock and saw that I had been rear-ended by a sleek, black luxury car.
Hey bro, what are you gonna do about this?
A rough-looking guy in a black suit and black sunglasses jumped out of the luxury car. Ah, a gangster. I instantly realized he was a gangster, but he was the one who hit my car. Even if he was demanding an explanation, it was his fault.
Aw man, look how dented it is.
He squatted down to look at the front of his car, but my truck had far more severe damage.
Bro, this car is expensive, you know? It's not just any car, it's the car our boss rides in. And now that it's this dented, I can't let him ride in it.
Well, you say that, but you hit my moving car, right?
What did you say?
I mean, you rear-ended me, so I don't think you can blame me for this.
You're a pretty cocky kid, aren't you?
No, I'm not being cocky, I'm just stating the facts.
Listen, if you hadn't been driving so slowly, this wouldn't have happened. So it's your fault, right?
Wait a sec. Isn't that just a baseless accusation?
What do you mean by a baseless? I was driving normally. Weren't you the one who slammed on the brakes?
I didn't do that. If I did, the cargo would have shifted, and the important goods would be damaged. I was driving at the legal speed limit.
Legal speed limit or not, the fact is you got hit. I was driving straight, so the only explanation is you slammed on the brakes.
Even if you say that, it doesn't change the facts.
It's the same for me. No, it's not the same. My important car got damaged. Compared to that, what about you? This old truck getting dented is no big deal. It's already got dents and scratches everywhere. It's not a big problem, is it?
That's not true. This is a company car. If I get into an accident, my boss will be mad. And I won't be able to work until it's fixed. So it's a big problem for me too.
Hey, what is this? You're quite the cocky kid. Do you think you can talk to me like that?
I'm just stating the truth.
Hey kid, you know I'm a gangster, right?
Yes, you look like one.
Then you better not act too high and mighty.
What do you mean by that?
There's nothing good about going against a gangster.
If it was my fault, I'd apologize, but since you rear-ended me, I have no reason to apologize.
You just don't get it. It's in your best interest to apologize. Going against a gangster will only end in pain for you.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't matter. The fact is you damaged our boss's car.
I'm saying that's because you hit my car.
You really don't know how to apologize, do you? What kind of education did you get?
I was taught not to give in to violence.
I see. That's a good lesson. But sometimes giving in to violence can help you live longer.
With that, he grabbed my collar and raised his fist. It was clear he was about to hit me. Please stop. I don't like getting hit.
You're saying some funny stuff. No one likes getting hit. If anyone said they like getting hit, I'd find that pretty creepy.
Yes, that's true. So please don't hit me.
If you understand that, just admit you're at fault.
Even though it's not my fault.
You slammed on the brakes, so I hit you. That means it's your fault.
All right. If that's how it is.
Good. Now, pay for the repairs.
The repair costs. Well, in that case, let's call the police.
What did you say?
If I'm paying for the repairs, we need to involve the police for insurance purposes. I'll also need to inform my company.
We don't need that.
Why not? I can't pay without doing that.
You can pay out of your own pocket.
That's impossible. I'm just a part-timer.
I don't care about that. If we get the police involved, it'll be a hassle. Settling this privately will be faster.
That's true, but my company requires me to involve the police in any accident.
Just keep quiet about it. Your car is already covered in dents and scratches. A little more won't make a difference. Or do you want me to add more dents with your head?
It seems he didn't want the police involved, but I thought to myself, I know, he's a gangster, so if the police get involved, he'll be in trouble. But if I don't involve the police, I'll have to pay for all the repairs myself. Seeing me as weak, the gangster kept pressuring me to pay out of pocket with a smug smile. He was completely underestimating me. However, the company's name was on the truck, and it was also on my uniform. If a fight breaks out and someone reports it, or worse, if a bystander records it and posts it on social media, I'll become infamous overnight. Still, I wasn't able to say, I'll pay out of pocket, and I really needed to get the police involved. I'm sorry, but I really need to involve the police. Otherwise, I can't pay for the repairs.
I told you, no police.
Are you absolutely against it?
I said so.
Please, it'll be quicker if we get the police involved.
Shut up. When I say no, it means no.
With that, the gangster tried to hit me again. Okay. I understand. Just don't hit me.
See? You should have just agreed from the start. Now it'll cost $500,000 to fix the dent. Pay up.
$500,000. That's way too much.
It's an expensive car, so of course, it's gonna be a lot.
But
I told you, I'm a gangster. There's a gangster price for these things.
I see. So, which gang are you with?
The Hayes family.
The Hayes family. Oh, really?
What, you scared now that you heard its name?
As a matter of fact, the Hayes family is a small-time gang. All right. I can't pay $500,000, so can I call my dad?
Sure, as long as he pays, I can wait.
If he can wait, then involving the police should be fine too. He probably can't demand $500,000 if the police are involved. Thinking he's a fool, I called my father. After briefly explaining the situation, my father said to wait while he handled it. When I hung up, the gangster was eager to know what was going on. Can you please wait a moment? My father's associate is arranging it at the bank right now. During the call, my father had yelled at someone to go to the bank, so one of his men must have gone immediately. When I said they were arranging, the gangster nodded eagerly, saying,
All right, perfect.
If you wait, I'll be able to pay the $500,000. Can you wait in your car for a bit?
You're not planning to run away, are you?
I'm not running away. I'm just going to park in that vacant lot over there. If I don't, other cars will be inconvenienced and the police might come. Finally, he looked around and muttered.
Okay.
However, he still insisted that I give him my driver's license, saying he couldn't just let me go. Handing over my license to a gangster was far too risky. I can't give you my license when I need to move the car.
What if you run away?
I'm not going to run away. If you're so worried, just call the company listed on the truck if I do. I pointed to the company name on the truck. Finally, the guy seemed satisfied and got back into his car. I moved my truck to the vacant lot and checked my smartphone inside the truck. I figured my father's associate would come to handle things, and I really didn't want to deal with the gangster any longer. In the meantime, he just kept glaring at me from his car. He must be either very bored or very paranoid. What an idiot. Given the situation, he should realize I'm not going to run away. I laughed at his actions. After about 10 minutes, a convoy of black Mercedes-Benz cars pulled into the lot. There were about 30 of them. Awesome. I put my smartphone away and got out of the truck. A man in a black suit jumped out of one of the cars and ran toward me, asking,
Larry, are you all right?
As the gangster saw those cars, he seemed shocked.
I heard you were hit. Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm fine. It was just a little bump. It was a big shock, but nothing serious.
Are you sure? Maybe you should go to the hospital just in case.
That's overkill. I'm really fine.
Damn! Hey man, what's going on? Who the heck are you?
You. Watch your mouth.
What?
Ted, calm down.
Sorry, but if our boss knows this,
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
he is the son of the head of the Young family.
What? Seriously?
That's what it is.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
Whatever. I'm still just me.
So, where's the damage?
Ted asked, and the gangster's bravado vanished. I pointed to the dent on the gangster's car.
What is this? It's barely a dent. Where's the damage on your car, Larry?
I pointed to the rear of my truck. After checking it, Ted glared at the gangster.
I see. Your car's front is damaged, and Larry's car is damaged in the rear. That means you rear-ended him, right?
Well, he says I slammed on the brakes. But if I did that, the cargo would shift, and there's no way I would do that. Plus, I was driving at the speed limit. There were no cars in front of me, so there was no need to brake.
So, you were trying to extort Larry?
No, that's not it at all.
The gangster tried to laugh it off. Of course, it wasn't going to work.
Well, it can't be helped. Larry said he'd pay, so we'll pay.
That would be appreciated.
But we can't handle that kind of money out here in the open. You're with the Hayes family, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then let's go to your office.
What? That's a bit.
Come on. I'm saying I'll pay. What's the problem?
Well, there's no need to go all the way to our office.
It seemed the gangster didn't want to deal with this at the gang's office.
What's the matter? Don't want to go to your office. If that's the case, we can handle it at our office.
No, please, anything but that.
What's the big deal? I'm saying we can't handle a lot of money out here in the open. You can't just refuse both options.
That's true, but going to the Hayes family office, I can't take it.
What's the problem with the office? Tell me. Depending on the reason, I might consider it.
Well, if we go to the office, our boss will find out I got into an accident. I'd prefer if he didn't know.
You don't want your boss to find out?
Yeah.
So you want to pocket the money instead of fixing the car?
Well, it's just a small dent. I thought I could fix it cheaply and be done with it.
That's sneaky. Do you really think that's acceptable? This is your boss's car, right? That's why you asked for $500,000. But you think you can get away without telling your boss? If he finds out about the dent, it'll cause serious trouble. Can you handle that?
No, I can't.
That's why we need to inform your boss. We're going to the Hayes family office.
Okay, hold on. If it's just this small dent, we don't need to bother you guys.
Suddenly, he changed his tune.
Why not? You said it would cost $500,000 to repair. Can you pay that yourself?
Yeah, I made a mistake. It shouldn't cost that much. I must have been confused. It should only be a few $1,000s. So don't worry about it. I'm sorry, bro. Don't worry about it.
With that, he got in his car and drove off.
What was that guy's deal?
Ted, are we letting this slide?
No, I won't do that. Since he scared you, we have to scare him too, or it will tarnish the Young family's name.
So, what are we going to do?
We're going to the Hayes family's office.
Can I come too?
Sure, but don't you have work?
I've got time. Thus, I accompanied Ted to the Hayes family's office. When we arrived, it caused a huge commotion. Ted, you're amazing. No wonder he's my dad's right-hand man.
What's this about Ted and Larry too? What's going on?
Ted explained what had just happened, and the Hayes family boss, Jack, was shocked and furious.
This is unacceptable. Demanding $500,000 after rear-ending you. I understand. The culprit is Mike. He was driving my car, and this is unforgivable. Someone Bring Mike here.
When Jack ordered, Mike was immediately dragged in. Mike, who had caused the accident and was then facing unexpected consequences, looked crestfallen but was shocked when he saw us.
Why are you guys here?
Hey Mike, what have you done? You were trying to scam a son of the Young family. You should be beaten up.
Sorry, Jack. Please forgive me.
I can't forgive this.
The gang members started beating Mike, who screamed for mercy. After he was beaten until he couldn't move, Jack called him off, but he was still furious.
Mike, why did you do this?
I thought I needed the repair money.
Even so, asking for $500,000? Just because we're gangsters doesn't mean we can do anything we want. You should have let the police and insurance handle it.
Yes, but if I do that, the insurance premiums will go up.
It's not your money to pay.
I didn't want to trouble you.
Then you should have come here first.
That's true, but
Thinking about stupid things is what got you into this mess.
I'm sorry, but I did decide not to take the money because I thought it was wrong. I never expected you to actually come.
Are you still making excuses after what you did?
I apologize.
Larry, is this enough for you?
No, it's not. My truck is dented too. If I don't get the repair costs, my boss will be mad at me.
You're right. How much do we need to pay?
Let's say $50,000.
Larry, is that enough?
Yeah. As long as it covers the repair and the downtime for the truck, $50,000 should be fine.
I see.
All right. The repair cost for Larry's truck is $50,000 and the same amount for my luxury car. Normally, it would be more, but since Larry said $50,000, we'll settle for the same amount.
$100,000.
What? Got a problem with that?
No, not at all. Thank you.
Mike thanked, though inwardly he was cursing, knowing he couldn't afford it.
Get the money ready and pay up within a week. Understood?
Yes, I understand.
Mike hurried out of the office, but later, he vented his frustrations with his buddies at a bar, drinking away his anger.
How the hell am I supposed to pay $100,000? Jack should be grateful I tried to avoid using insurance. Why is everything my fault? This sucks.
After complaining for a while, one of his buddies made a suggestion that sparked an idea in his mind.
So, if I can't pay, I just take it, huh? The problem was dealing with gangsters, but if I shake down regular folks, it should be fine. That trucking company the kid works for might be a good target. I can claim they owe me for the damage to my car. Even if it's not $500,000, I can squeeze a good amount out of them.
The next day, Mike and his buddies showed up at my part-time job, Brown Transport. I wasn't on shift, but I had already reported the accident to my boss, Nathan, including the fact that the other party was a gangster and that the issue had been resolved. Therefore, Nathan was surprised when Mike and his gang arrived.
Hey, listen!
Nathan was shocked, wondering why a thug like Mike was there.
Your driver damaged my car. What are you gonna do about it?
What do you mean your car was damaged?
Your driver slammed on the brakes and I rear-ended him. Now my car's all banged up. What are you gonna do? That car is a luxury vehicle.
This sounded familiar to Nathan, but he couldn't be sure who Mike was talking about. Plus, Mike said it was one of our drivers. Thinking it wasn't Nathan himself, he decided to check.
It was Larry, the young guy.
Larry? Give me a second. I'll confirm with him.
You don't need to confirm anything. I'm the victim here. If this isn't true, then what is?
Mike yelled and kicked the table. Any normal person would be scared. So was Nathan.
Exactly. But please let me confirm.
Shut up. I said there's no need to confirm. Just pay $200,000 now.
Even if you say that, I don't have $200,000.
If you don't have it, I'll set this place on fire.
Okay, fine. I'll call the bank. Please wait a moment.
Nathan went around to the garage, out of earshot, and called me.
Hey Larry, there are gangsters at the company right now. Didn't you say the issue was resolved yesterday?
Yes, it's settled. We're supposed to get $50,000 within a week.
That's strange.
What's going on?
A guy named Mike is here, claiming you slammed on the brakes and caused him to rear-end you. He's demanding $200,000.
What? He's still at it. All right, Nathan, I'll be there right away. Just stall him until I get there.
Stole him, you say?
Anything will do. Just keep him talking.
Okay. I'll try.
I hung up and rushed to the company with Ted. When we arrived, we found Mike lounging on the office sofa, while Nathan was sweating bullets like a deer in headlights. Nathan, thank you for your patience.
Ah, Larry.
What the heck? Why is the kid here? You snitched, didn't you? Said you were calling the bank, but you called this kid. You've been stalling, saying the banker was coming.
No, I didn't.
Don't mess with regular people.
Ted said, pouring coffee over Mike's head.
Ow, it's hot.
Too bad. Nathan, can you step aside?
Nathan moved toward me with trembling. Ted grabbed Mike by his tie.
Hey man, we settled this yesterday, right? So why are you here? You know this is Larry's workplace. You must want to get hurt real bad.
Please wait. I didn't know, okay?
Do you think "I didn't know" is a valid excuse? You told Nathan here that Larry was driving, so you knew here is his workplace. And now you're asking for $200,000? You couldn't pay $100,000, so you're trying to scam Nathan?
That's not what I...
Then what is it?
Please no.
This isn't something you can get away with.
I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't gonna cut it, and you know it.
Really, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
Shut up. Who's gonna believe that?
Ted then dragged Mike out of the office and threw him onto the asphalt in front of the building. Ted began punching him with terrifying speed, like a machine gun. The rapid punches left Mike battered, unable to even utter words of apology. Wow, amazing. Okay, I better never get on Ted's bad side. Just as Mike was unable to stand, a black car pulled up at the gate. Then, Mike's boss Jack stepped out.
Mike,
Hey, Jack.
what on earth?
Sorry to call you, Jack.
Larry, what happened?
Mike came here to extort the president over yesterday's incident.
I thought that was settled.
He probably couldn't pay the $100,000, so he came here to shake down the president. He was trying to get $200,000, likely to keep the extra $100,000 for himself.
Is that true, Mike?
I'm sorry.
What a bastard. You've really done it now. You know what's coming, right?
What do you mean by that?
You're gonna be fish food.
No, please, Jack.
Jack, how about we make it $500,000 each instead of $50,000?
What? $500,000 each?
And since he troubled the president here, let's add another $500,000.
That's impossible, no matter how you look at it.
Larry said so. If you can't pay, borrow from a loan shark.
Oh my God, I can't pay back $1.5 million.
Don't worry. The loan shark will find you some work to help you repay it.
The loan shark came, and $1.5 million was paid on the spot, but Mike was taken away to do some very tough jobs. Jack apologized profusely as he left. Ted left early to report to my father, but the problem was me. Left behind, I was sure I was going to be fired. This whole mess happened because I'm a gangster's son. I don't want to quit this job, but I guess I have to. Nevertheless, Nathan did something unexpected. He grabbed my hands and thanked me.
Larry, thank you so much for coming to help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Oh, it was nothing.
I'm sorry for bothering you on your day off.
Am I getting fired?
What? Why?
Because of all this trouble.
Trouble? Accidents happen in this line of work. It was just bad luck that the other guy was a gangster. This could have happened to anyone, not just you.
But I'm a gangster's son. I thought it would be better to quit before causing more trouble.
If you were a bad gangster like that guy, I'd ask you to leave, but you're not. I bet your father knows right from wrong. Otherwise, he wouldn't have raised a kid like you. So, I'd like you to keep working here. At least until you graduate from college.
I am really glad to hear that, but are you sure?
Sure, Larry is Larry, right? We help each other out. I might need your help again someday.
Thank you, Nathan. I continued working part-time until I graduated from college, and even now, I stay in touch with him.